On the internet, you usually only hear the good stuff, the success stories, people being better, getting more revenue, and that's all just perfect out there. Well, this is kind of about the opposite.
Hey, my name's Dominic, and over the past few weeks, I've actually lost almost all of my clients in my social media marketing agency because of some changes on Instagram. I figured a lot of you guys might be at the same spot or kind of like at the same level or something like this. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did wrong because there were some things that I did wrong. Plus, I'm gonna tell you the latest insights around the whole Instagram world because there's a lot of changes right there, especially in terms of marketing. Plus, I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna fix this and where things are going and what I'm gonna do with my agency. So stay tuned. It's gonna be really interesting and it's going to be really personal and, real actually. If you're new here, my friends, my name is Dominic, and about 2 years ago, I started a social media marketing agency specifically focused on Instagram marketing and Instagram growth hacking, and I actually have no idea why I have a guitar here. Now, the majority of our clients booked us for growth hacking services, mostly for the niche account strategy, if you know what that is. I'm not saying we developed it, but we have for sure perfected it, at least up until recently. Anyway, basically that's a strategy where we set up hundreds of niche accounts, real niche accounts on Instagram, for example, travel accounts. And then through some strategies, we drive massive traffic to the main account, which is safe in a very safe, secure manner. And this whole thing consisted of about 80% of our revenue. It really started flowing, actually, about a few months ago, it really started flowing. You know, we had to figure it out. We had this whole system, which still, I'm not gonna show you because I'm gonna have to go to jail for that. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, it was just going great. People had great results. It was flowing. And then the dreaded follow block of doom actually happened not too long ago. Basically, Instagram cracking down on spammers, botters, stuff like this. But you know, if you've noticed what's going on Instagram, if you've been on Instagram yourself, you probably have noticed that some people, even though they've never used some weird tactics, which we did though, but still, they still have these kinds of action blocks. Some people still have these action blocks, and you know, you can't know what's happening. Now, of course, we did use some bots. We coded bots ourselves in a very safe and secure manner. We used some state-of-the-art mobile proxy servers that we've developed ourselves actually, to make everything secure and safe for our clients and to make Instagram aware, all right, we're not spammers, we're doing it the real way. There's no way there's gonna be some weird things. Now, of course, when this block happened, lots of our clients' accounts were compromised. We couldn't take any actions with them anymore for weeks. And if this happens for 3 to 4 weeks, you have clients that pay, and you always have to say, well, we're gonna have to wait and see. We're figuring it out right now. And a lot of them, they just left because it makes a lot of sense. Of course, if there's not a lot of things happening, even though we kind of tried to do a lot, we did everything in our power to kind of prevent this block from happening and kind of give them still their growth and stuff like this. But, it's just understandable that clients leave if they don't get results, which, should be the most important thing to actually get clients results. But at this point, it was not viable. It was not possible anymore. And, of course, because we have developed a state-of-the-art technique, this mobile proxy service, all of the secure measures, the whole workload, it was a pricey service, So it makes a lot of more sense to, if they pay their price, that they actually get a lot of value back, which, we could not give them for a few weeks. And, that's totally understandable. I would do the same. So, that's just like that. But that happens over the past few weeks. We lost about 80% of our clients in our growth hacking service. Now, like I said, it's almost all of our revenue that's coming in through the agency, of course. Now, of course, we do have a price point, which is kind of at the upper side of things, but it's justifiable because we developed, the whole structures that we set up to make this thing as safe as possible. Probably not a lot of other agencies have set it up like we do. But we decided it's just not viable for us to run this thing anymore. At this point, we're not making a lot of profit with the growth hacking things anymore, just because the hurdles that Instagram has thrown towards us are so big and we kind of have to circumnavigate them and stuff like this, that we're not making a lot of profit anymore. And if you're one of these 20% of clients that are still with us, first of all, I appreciate you big time, actually. We're still keeping all of them. We're still, having our resources there. We're still, making everything possible for them. But we decided we're not gonna take any more clients just because of these things. And, for you to grasp what's going on, we went from about $50,000 revenue per month to about 10, or I believe 13 it was in the last month, which is that kind of starts the alarm bells, right? I just wanted to have this video really toned down, kind of personal in a way, telling you what's up, really trying to give you an unfiltered, viewpoint into my agency and all these things that's going on. And of course, I do have more revenue streams, just not only the social media marketing agency. First of all, my mentorship program, which is amazing, which all the people that I work with are amazing. Then I do have a course based around building a personal brand right now. Plus, YouTube, some ad money, and affiliate marketing, some other, influencer gigs, stuff like this. So, that's kind of good that I set this up, and which is something that everybody out there who does something on the internet, or actually offline as well, try to build multiple revenue streams. Because if things are gonna hit you, and things are going to hit you, my friends. For example, in our example, it hit us at a time where we were like, damn, holy. Nobody can stop us, and actually somebody stopped us, which actually leads me right into the big mistake that I did. And I actually want you to learn from my mistake out there. My big mistake actually was focusing on Instagram, just on Instagram growth hacking. And people always say, you should niche down as much as you can. And at the time being, it was the easiest way to actually gain some leverage. First of all, YouTube here with the videos, because a big chunk of our clients, actually almost all of our clients, come through my YouTube videos. But I always kind of had it in the back of my mind. I always knew it that if Instagram wants us gone, and they're going to want us gone at some point. It's over. And this is kind of what's happening right now. I kind of knew it. I kind of neglected it. I kind of didn't want to think about it, which is okay again, because part of my way of doing things is getting into something full force ahead. And, when things are happening, adjust as I go along. And this is still what I think is a very good way to do some things, actually get some things done. But still, it hit us bad, just to tell you how it is. But then again, actually, for some weird reason, I actually love these kinds of times, because that's when you actually start to think about stuff, changing stuff. Because another thing, and this video is actually mainly me trying to rant my mind off and trying to make you learn from my mistakes and actually trying to give you some value on your way, which. One big chunk is what I see recently on Instagram and on YouTube and all around the social media world is all these entrepreneurs. It's just going up, 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 up. It's getting better, and everyone makes more revenue and this and that. And then they buy a Tesla and all of these things. But in reality, it's not like this. It's going up and down, and sometimes it's going really down. And for some strange reason, it's actually kind of fun for me, because that's when the alarm mode kind of starts going, and this is when you start to have to be creative and start to have to try out new things. Which of course, if everything is working really well, you're not gonna try new things because you don't want to fix a running system. So focusing 100% on Instagram growth hacking, kind of black hatish things. Was a mistake. I tell you how it is. Even though I also tell you how it is, these black hat methods and all of these, kind of gray matter things are a lot more appealing to me. I might have some stories to tell about my past, but that's just life, I guess. Anyway, what are we gonna do? What am I gonna do to fix this whole thing? Because the agency is still my baby, even though I make more, probably at least the same amount of that I make here, actually a little bit more through my other projects outside of this agency. It's still my baby. It's still what I love. I've molded it from my hip. So what I'm gonna do? First of all, I'm gonna take you along with me on this whole ride on how we're gonna fix this whole agency, how we're gonna pivot to actually what's going on out there. how we're gonna pivot to actually running some paid ad campaigns for clients, doing some real marketing to bring in some, ROI, to bring in some leads and stuff like this, which, it's not like we don't know these things. We've done it ourselves. We've done lots. We actually do have some clients which we run the ad campaigns for, mainly on Instagram and on YouTube, which is, by the way, the new great thing that's out there, the YouTube ads, stuff like this. So this is where we're gonna focus in on the agency, and I'm gonna take you along, show you exactly what it's like, how we're gonna take this whole thing from, basically zero to maybe or hopefully bigger than ever. I'm trying to be as unfiltered as possible here, because I see it a lot out there, especially in YouTube. People telling some things that are actually kind of staged and wrong, which is something that I hate, absolutely hate. So I'm gonna take you along so you can learn yourself. Consider it as a mini course, this whole thing. That's, I'm just gonna take you along. I'm ranting too much in this video. Anyway, blatant pitch at the end. If you got some digital products, you got some funnels that you wanna optimize, some service that you kind of wanna sell online using state-of-the-art Instagram ads, mostly Instagram ads, plus YouTube ads, a little bit Facebook, but we're gonna see. We do have this opportunity right now, of course. Now we do have a lot of time. Down there in the description, you can actually apply to work with us. We're just gonna take a look at your funnel right now, your situation right now. What are you doing, and how we can optimize that, and how we can actually run some amazing ads to bring you. I don't want to sell you the world, but we did manage to get all of our clients, plus ourselves actually, which is the main thing here, a very decent ROI, or return on ad spend actually. And it's a blatant, this time it's really a blatant pitch at the end. But just to tell you, if you know somebody, just hit down the link down below in the description anyway. And just hint, if you decide to work with us right now, I'm sure we'll do a big discount just because it hits the fan right now. Anyway. Don't worry about it, we're still fine. My name is Dominic. If you're new here, we usually talk about social media marketing, growing your Instagram accounts, building your personal brand, most importantly, and up from now, building a social media marketing agency from scratch, kinda in a way. Anyway, this was kind of a ranty video, but sometimes things just have to be said. My name is Dominic. Just don't forget to hit that subscribe button. By the way, I've been hit up by the Illuminati. I'm gonna make a video on that. It's some really interesting things that happened. Wow, bye-bye. Why? Okay, it's night. It's very late at night. There's still people out there being noisy as